This is how a Garuda Mandalam looks. The first way to a Garuda Mandalam is when you take a stride forward with your front leg carrying most of your weight. The second way is to push one leg behind with the weight maintained on the front leg. Sounds simple, right? But do you know in how many ways we transition into a Garuda Mandalam? We can sit into it, slide into it, jump into it, switch from another position into it, or twist into it. Being such a dynamic posture, it demands a lot from the dancing body. If you are not mindful about technique, it's bound to hurt your knees. You need to focus on three things to prepare for a Garuda Mandalam. First, the mobility of your ankle. Second, the strength of your quadriceps and your lower body posterior chain, which includes the glutes, the hamstrings and the calves. Third, the alignment of your hips. Your hips have to remain square and not sag to one side. Now, let us look at the exercises for each of these three focus points. Dorsiflexion exercise. You will need a yoga block for this one. Rest your left knee on the yoga block and the right foot on the floor with the right knee at 90 degrees to the right ankle. Keep the pelvis neutral and push forward as much as possible and come back to the starting position. Do it 8 times and repeat on the other side. Calf raises and soleus raises. These exercises need to be done on a stair or on rubber mats. Calf raises. Stand with half of your foot on the stair and your heels in the air. You can hold on to a wall for support if you need to. Keeping the balls of your feet on the stair, lower your heels as far as you can towards the floor. Then press up your heels and balance on the balls of your feet. Hold each position for 5 counts. Repeat 10 times. Soleus raises. Start with the calf raise position. Keep your heels raised while squatting to your maximum capacity, maintaining the arch in the feet. Do not let your ankles turn out. Hold each position for 5 counts. Repeat 10 times. Now we move to the strengthening exercises which will prepare your lower body for the Garuda Mandalam. The hip raises will help you build strength in your quadriceps and the split squats will work on the glutes, the calves in addition to your quadriceps. Let us now move on to the hip alignment exercise. The hip hikes. Stand sideways with the right leg on a small step or rubber mats where the right pelvis is higher than the left. Push down through your right foot, lifting the opposite pelvis as high as you can with your upper body erect. Hold this for 5 seconds and return to the starting position. Repeat 8 times per leg. Now that you have prepared your body, let us learn to get to a Garuda Mandalam without hurting your knees. Start with an Aramandi position which is comfortable for you, which you can sustain. Maintain the same height and turn to one side, bringing the feet together but keeping the Aramandi position intact. Keep your torso slightly forward with your core engaged. Slide the left leg behind without bending your knees or letting your heel drop. While you do the Garuda Mandalam, you need to make sure that your feet are not in one line, since it will affect your hip alignment. The feet needs to be parallel, so your hip is square. When we understand the nuances that the Garuda Mandalam has and we strengthen our body to meet its demands, nothing's going to stop you from flying like a Garuda.